What if I told you that the beverage you select 30 to 60 minutes prior to intimate moments could make all the difference between underwhelming results and the level of firmness and endurance you believed was lost for good? The majority of men remain unaware that specific drinks can spark such intense vascular reactions, boosting blood flow by 200% or greater in as little as an hour after drinking. The beverage I'm going to uncover isn't some rare import. It's not costly, and it's right there on the shelves of grocery stores at this very moment, ready for you to uncover its impressive capabilities. Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Charlotte Hayes, and in today's video, we're diving into a topic that big pharma companies are desperate to keep under wraps. We're examining particular beverages that compel your blood vessels to expand, boost nitric oxide levels, and set up the ideal bodily environment for peak performance. These aren't your typical energy shots or hype-up stimulants. They're precise vascular boosters that team up with your body's own processes to deliver outcomes that match or surpass what countless men achieve through prescription meds. The top beverage you should be aware of is beetroot juice. And before you brush it off as overly basic or odd, allow me to break down the stunning science that explains its incredible potency. Beetroot juice stands out as one of the richest natural providers of dietary nitrates. These nitrates hold the secret to its standout impacts on blood vessel operations and male vitality. Upon drinking beetroot juice, the nitrates get taken up through your gut. From there, they go through a transformation inside your system, turning into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide serves as the primary messenger chemical that regulates vessel widening. As nitric oxide builds up, the smooth muscles lining your arteries loosen up, leading to a substantial broadening of the blood vessels. This expansion permits far more blood to rush through them, and when it comes to male physiology, that translates to a major upgrade in getting and holding firmness. The body of research on beetroot juice and blood vessel performance is broad and persuasive. Numerous investigations demonstrate that taking in beetroot juice markedly raises nitric oxide availability and yields clear gains in circulation. One particular trial revealed that beetroot juice intake lowered blood pressure and boosted vessel lining performance in only 2 to 3 hours, with those gains holding steady for up to 12 hours. A different trial zeroed in on male performance and discovered that participants drinking beetroot juice prior to intimacy saw notable boosts in firmness, in quality, in length, and in general contentment. Getting the timing right is essential for the best outcomes. The shift from nitrates to nitric oxide requires a bit of time, and the highest nitric oxide peaks hit around 60 to 90 minutes post-consumption of beetroot juice. So, plan to sip your beetroot juice roughly 1 hour ahead of expected intimacy. This schedule lines up nitric oxide output right at its maximum, just when you require the strongest surge in blood flow. Dosage counts too. Studies indicate that about 250 to 500 milliliters of beetroot juice, equivalent to 8 to 16 ounces, delivers the perfect nitrate load for vessel advantages. You have the option of fresh squeezed beetroot juice prepared at home via a juicer. Alternatively, grab store-bought beetroot juice options. When opting for commercial versions, ensure they're straight beetroot juice, free from added sugars or fake additives, since those extras might actually hinder the vessel perks. A few guys struggle with the soil-like flavor of undiluted beetroot juice. Should that describe you? Blending it with complementary juices can enhance its drinkability. Additions like apple juice, orange juice, or even ginger work well in beetroot juice without greatly reducing its circulation boosts. The trick lies in keeping a strong beetroot base, at minimum 75% beetroot alongside 25% other varieties. Now, shifting to the second potent beverage choice, pomegranate juice. For millennia, across various societies, pomegranate has linked to male potency and reproductive health. And today's research is confirming precisely why this long-standing knowledge holds true. Pomegranate juice brims with antioxidants, especially polyphenols known as punicalagins, which deliver deep benefits to vessel wellness and nitric oxide generation. How pomegranate juice amps up performance involves several angles. To start, those polyphenols shield nitric oxide against breakdown from oxidation. In your blood, nitric oxide naturally gets dismantled by free radicals and oxygen-reactive particles. The robust antioxidants from pomegranate juice counteract those radicals, allowing the nitric oxide your system generates to stay potent longer and drive firmer vessel expansion. Next, pomegranate juice bolsters vessel lining performance. That lining, called the endothelium, handles nitric oxide creation. If it's compromised, nitric oxide output drops off. Pomegranate's elements nurture endothelial vitality and sharpen the cell's efficiency in making nitric oxide. Thirdly, pomegranate juice offers straight vessel-widening actions apart from nitric oxide. Certain polyphenols can loosen arterial wall muscles on their own, sparking expansion via various routes all at once. This layered strategy renders pomegranate juice especially potent. Studies exploring pomegranate juice and male performance have turned up striking findings. In one key trial, men facing mild to moderate performance hurdles sipped pomegranate juice every day over 4 weeks. By study's close, 47% noted gains in reaching firmness, and for some, it brought back capabilities they hadn't felt in ages. Aim for about 200 to 300 milliliters of pomegranate juice, around 7 to 10 ounces, taken 30 to 60 minutes pre-intimacy. To build lasting gains, sipping pomegranate juice each day, including non-active ones, steadily elevates your everyday vessel operations over periods of time. With pomegranate juice, sourcing quality is key. Seek out unadulterated pomegranate juice, steering clear of flavored mixes or sugary blends. Genuine pomegranate juice carries a sharp, mildly puckering taste from its dense polyphenol load. Spot a pomegranate juice that's overly sugary with zero tang? It's probably watered down or sweetened up, which cuts into its vessel advantages. Now on to the third impactful beverage, watermelon juice. Watermelon may strike you as an improbable pick for lifting male performance, yet it packs citrulline, a substance that renders it highly capable. Citrulline, an amino acid, gets turned by your body into arginine, which then fuels nitric oxide creation. This pathway positions watermelon juice as a prime starter for nitric oxide buildup. Citrulline's edge over straight arginine pills is substantial. Direct arginine intake sees a lot of it zapped by arginase enzymes in your gut and liver before it reaches nitric oxide duties. Citrulline, however, sidesteps that breakdown. It absorbs whole, shifts to arginine in the kidneys, and that arginine circulates body-wide for nitric oxide building. Thus, watermelon-derived citrulline offers a smoother route to nitric oxide elevation than plain arginine. Trials confirm watermelon juice markedly lifts arginine counts and refines vessel operations. One analysis showed 2 weeks of watermelon juice improved circulation and eased artery rigidity. Yet another focused on men with slight performance issues and reported that watermelon juice drinkers gained in firmness and total fulfillment. The best method involves fresh watermelon juice from the whole fruit, rind included. The rinds especially loaded with citrulline. Process some 3 to 4 cups of rind-on cubed watermelon to yield about 16 ounces of juice. Take it 30 to 60 minutes ahead of intimacy for prime results. Turning citrulline to arginine to nitric oxide needs processing time, so early sipping counts. Plenty of men opt for daily watermelon juice for building effects, not just pre-event. Steady intake gradually raises resting arginine and nitric oxide, fostering steadier performance. With its innate sweetness and crisp refreshment, watermelon juice slots effortlessly into routines. Next up, tart cherry juice, which brings distinct perks for male performance extending past mere vessel impacts. Tart cherry juice overflows with antioxidants and inflammation fighters. Above all, anthocyanins. These elements aid vessel health by curbing swelling and oxidative strain on vessel linings. Yet, tart cherry juice offers an extra edge that's spot on for intimate sessions. It's among the rare, natural melatonin providers. And though you may link melatonin solely to sleep support, it bears key roles in vessel operations and nitric oxide output. Melatonin functions as a targeted antioxidant, safeguarding nitric oxide from wear. Much like pomegranate's polyphenols, tart cherry juice eases muscle aches and aids rebound. Handy if endurance in physical closeness worries you. Its inflammation reducers cut fatigue and back stronger bodily output overall. For before intimacy use, go for 8 to 12 ounces of straight tart cherry juice, about 45 to 90 minutes prior. Timing flexes more here than with beetroot, since vessel upsides stem from varied paths, not one strict shift. You can also take tart cherry juice evenings, hours shy of bed, to nurture night-long vessel wellness and hormone balance while aiding sounder rest. Now considering green tea as the fifth strong beverage pick. Its action mode varies a touch from the rest we've covered. Green tea skips direct nitric oxide starters like in beetroot or watermelon. Rather, it refines vessel lining work and guards the circulatory setup against oxidative hits. Green tea's catechins, especially epigallocatechin gallate, sharpen endothelial cells' nitric oxide-making skills. They achieve this by shielding the nitric oxide enzyme from oxidative shutdown and by heightening vessel responsiveness to nitric oxide cues. Thus, your generated nitric oxide performs with greater punch. Green tea also holds L-theanine, an amino acid fostering serene, sharp focus. Such a mindset aids arousal and delivery. L-theanine pairs well with green tea's mild caffeine for clear-headed poise minus nerves or shakes that might disrupt performance. For intimacy prep, prepare robust green tea with roughly 3 teaspoons of premium loose-leaf green tea per cup. Infuse 3 to 5 minutes in water at about 175 degrees Fahrenheit. Sip 1 to 2 cups, 30 to 60 minutes pre-intimacy. The duo of vessel aid and mind sharpness sets up ideal setups for top performance. Now exploring blended drinks that tap several paths at once for amplified impacts. My go-to mix, dubbed the Triple Nitric Oxide Booster, merges beetroot juice, watermelon juice, and pomegranate juice in balanced measures. Blend 8 ounces beetroot juice, 6 ounces watermelon juice, and 4 ounces pomegranate juice. This yields an 18-ounce serving, delivering nitrates from beetroot, citrulline from watermelon, and nitric oxide shielding from pomegranate. The teamed power of these three outshines any solo juice by a wide margin. Take this blend about 60 minutes before intimacy. The array of nitric oxide ramps and safeguards sparks a robust wave of vessel shifts. Countless men share that this trio yields the firmest, steadiest gains from any natural tactic. A further solid blend, my endothelial health mix, pairs pomegranate juice with green tea. Steep 2 cups strong green tea. Let it reach room temp. Combine the cooled brew with 8 ounces pomegranate juice. Toss in ice if you like. This duo grants quick vessel lift from pomegranate, plus lining refinement from green tea. Now, on hydration's part in how well these beverages perform. Even top-tier vessel expanders falter if dehydration's in play. Blood supply hinges on solid fluid levels, and low volume straight-up hampers firmness potential. No matter the vessel dilation, for best yields, stay properly watered before any performance booster sip. Take in at least 16 to 24 ounces clear water in the hours before your pre-intimacy drink. This builds sufficient blood supply to fuel the flow surge these beverages trigger. That being said, skip gulping big water volumes in the 30 to 60 minutes right before intimacy to dodge urgent bathroom pulls. Aim hydrated entry to your prep phase. Then down your selected booster and hold off on extra fluids just pre-start. Now touching on drink temps, since it truly influences if you take them chilled or ambient. Icy drinks might spark short vessel narrowing as your system reacts to chill, though fleeting and unlikely to derail overall vessel gains much. Certain men sense quicker, sharper hits from room temp or tepid versions. Beetroot, watermelon, and pomegranate juices shine at room temp. Green tea suits warm or hot, potentially aiding catechin uptake. Blends favor room temp or lightly chilled, avoiding deep freeze. Now, the dose-response dynamic, and if extra means superior. For these vessel boosters, a sweet spot range maxes perks. Under it, results lag. Over it, gains don't scale up, and you risk plateaus or downsides. Beetroots prime at 8 to 16 ounces. Beyond that, no extra vessel lift, and it might upset digestion for some. Pomegranate hits best at 7 to 10 ounces. Watermelon at 12 to 16 ounces yields solid wins. Excess just piles on sugars and cals without ups. Timing slots matter too. Unlike Pharma Pops where action kicks in 30 minutes flat, these need absorption, shifts, and vessel tweaks to brew. Guideline: sip your pick 60 minutes pre-intimacy, with wiggle room 45 to 90 minutes based on your uptake and processing. Some guys process swift, peaking near 45 minutes post. Slower types hit stride nearer 90. Track your cues and tweak schedules. Now, weighing steady intake perks against one-off pre-hits. Though these drinks yield trackable shifts hours after, daily use builds stepwise vessel baseline lifts that supercharge spot effects. Guys downing beetroot or pomegranate daily across weeks often see resting performance upticks sans timed sips. Vessels grow more reactive, lining work sharpens, and circulatory wellness climbs. Then, timed pre-use rides that stronger base for bigger bursts. This points to a smart play. One of these daily for steady vessel backing, plus bumped doses or mixes when intimacy looms. Say, 8 ounces, morning pomegranate for broad wellness. Then the triple booster an hour pre-planned fun. Now, tackling worries and no-goes. Beetroot juice may tint urine or stools reddish briefly. Benign but startling unprepared. It fades in 24 to 48 hours. No real import. Blood pressure med users? Tread light with beetroot. It drops pressure more. Meds plus beetroot dip might plunge too far. If medicated, check pressure on beetroot start and chat your doc. Diabetes med folks. Note fruit juices like pomegranate or watermelon carry innate sugars hitting glucose. Track levels and fold their carbs into meal plans. Kidney issue men. Clear big potassium hauls like pomegranate or watermelon with your provider. Faulty kidneys mishandle potassium, and overloads spell trouble. Now, on sourcing and quality, which hugely sways these drinks' punch. For peak payoffs, organic fruits in home juices dodge pesticide drags on vessels. Store juices, 100% pure. Zero added sweets, keeps, or synthetics. Beetroot-wise, some athletic targeted shots pack denser nitrates than basics. Those potent shots deliver full hits in mere ounces, handy and strong. Lastly, on grounded hopes. These aren't wizard fixes snapping back youth, defying all else. They're mighty aids for prime vessel work, shining brightest in full male wellness plans. Still, droves of men snag huge leaps from these solo, especially if vessel snags drive their hurdles. Most spot gains from first strategic sip, with reliability and strength growing via repeats. Blending quick vessel hits with building wellness tags these as prime natural plays for male performance lifts. Thanks for tuning in. If this hit home, hit subscribe for further proof-backed tips on health peaks. Catch you next. Dr. Charlotte Hayes here, noting that often the mightiest fixes are the plainest and earthiest.